my video. All right.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tula Yoga. This morning we are going to be doing a approximately 45-minute Vinyasa Flow style class. I think it's really important that we work with our breath, but also get some movement in and just let you work through the breath and the movements of the body to get a little bit more centered and just bring your attention into focus on the yoga mat. So I'm going to push back here and get on my mat so you can see all of me. And you won't be able to see my hands when I lift them above my head. That's the only thing, but I wanted it to be close enough that you would be able to follow along pretty easily. So thanks again for joining me this morning, and I will see you on the mat. So let's come to a comfortable seat. This morning we'll use Jnana Mudra. So the back of our hands rest on our knees. Index finger and thumb come together. The palms are open, and just gently shut your eyes. Jaw is soft, soft shoulders. This is the mudra we use to receive all the blessings that the universe has to offer us. Bones connect to the earth, nice long spine. Lift up through the crown of the head. And just turn your attention to your breath. Fully expanding the body on the inhalation. And then fully contracting the body on the exhalation. You clear the way for the next breath of air. Roll your shoulders back 3 times. Roll your shoulders forward 3 times. And then just come back to center. Take a nice big breath in again. Through the nose. Exhale all the air out. Pulling the belly button back to the spine. And then just turn your palms down on your knees and start to make small circles moving through the center of the body. Clockwise to start. Bring the shoulders into it. And slow the circles down and come back to center. Uncross your legs, cross them the other way. Turning the palms back down on the knees, index finger and thumb come together. Start to make small circles moving through the center of the body, going counterclockwise. And then let the circles get bigger. And then slow the circles down. Turn both palms up to face the ceiling. Go ahead and open your eyes. Inhale, reach up. Press the palms together, interlace the fingers, rotate the wrists, and press your hands up towards the sky. And then exhale, press all negative energy away from you. And turn the palms back up again and inhale, reach. Bring the hands together down through heart center. Interlace the fingers, rotate the wrists, press the palms towards me. And then sweep the air away and behind and place your hands on the floor. Lift your heart Slight tuck of the chin, opening the heart, holding the shoulder blades together. And go ahead and release. Coming into half hero, so extending the right leg forward, left leg goes behind. And just walk yourself forward, coming into a nice forward fold. Breathing into the lower back. Bringing the chest down towards the thigh. And come all the way back up. And then go ahead and cross the left leg to the outside of the right thigh. Wrap the knee, hug it into the chest. And then we're going to add a slight twist through the spine. So we're going to wrap the left knee with the right arm. Just gently place your left hand behind you as you shift your gaze. The twist is through the spine, a gentle twist, and not through the neck. So maybe just rock your head a little bit from side to side. And come back to center, and then guide your left foot into your right hip crease, and just gently press the left knee down for seated half lotus. Good. Release. Extend the left leg long this time and swing the right leg around, coming into seated half hero. And then walk yourself forward, coming back into that forward fold. Only going as far as you can. Again, taking the breath to the lower back. Come all the way back up. And then swing the right leg around, step it to the outside of the left thigh, and hug the knee in towards the chest. Sit up nice and straight here, nice straight spine. And then we'll wrap the right knee with the left arm and add our twist. And come back to center and go ahead and guide the right foot into the left hip crease. And just gently press it down. Release, and come to hands and knees. Coming into tabletop position. Inhale, lift the face and the tailbone as you drop the belly down for cow. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin for cat. And just start moving back and forth between these two asanas. Letting the breath lead the movements. So inhaling as you lift the face and the tailbone. Exhaling as you round the spine and tuck the chin. Feel free to add any additional stretches that may feel good to you today. Sometimes it feels good to stretch from side to side a little bit. Listen to your body and follow what the body needs as the breath continues to lead the movements. And then level off to neutral. And we're going to go into spinal balance. We're going to go ahead and extend the right leg long. We're going to reach forward with the left hand, keeping the gaze at the floor. If you want, you can reach back and press the top of the right foot into the left hand to open up the shoulder. And then go ahead and swing the right leg across the back of the left calf. Step down on your right toes and shift your gaze back, looking back at your right heel for tricky cat pose. And come back to center. One more time for cat and cow. Inhale, lift the face. Exhale, round the spine. Level back off to neutral and extend the left leg long. Left foot is either flexed or pointed. We want the muscles in the leg activated. And then find your balance and reach towards me with the right arm. And then if you want to add the shoulder opener, reach back and press your left foot into your right hand. Go ahead and release the left leg. Swing it across the back of the right calf. Step down on the left toes and look back at your left heel. Good. Release and come back to center. And just start to walk your hands forward as we drop our chest, chin, or forehead down to the mat for melting heart pose. Anahatanasana. Nice deep stretch for the shoulders. If you can, keep your hips stacked over your knees. And bring your hands together in prayer. Press yourself forward so that the shoulders are stacked over the elbows. Tuck your toes, bring your knees up off the ground and come into forearm plank. Breathe into it, don't hold your breath. And then just start to walk your hands up towards your elbows as you drop the crown of the head down between the elbows. And walk out the back of the legs. In Dolphin Pose. We'll add a stretch for the back of the leg, stepping back with the right foot as we lower our left knee to hovering. And then come back, stepping the right foot up to meet the left. And step back with the left foot as you lower the right knee to hovering. Step both feet back together, knees go wide. Drop your knees down to the mat and press yourself back, sitting on your heels for child's pose. Let your ribs sink down between your thighs. And just take a moment here while we're in child to check in with how you're feeling. Looking for those areas that may need some special attention, and also looking for the areas that feel really good to you this morning. And make your way back to tabletop. One more pass through cat and cow. Inhale, lift the face. Exhale, round the spine. Level off to neutral. Tuck your toes and press back into downward facing dog and continue walking out the back of the legs. Weights back in the hips. Fingers nice and wide on the mat. Step your feet up in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, press the collarbones forward as you pull the shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Dropping the crown of the head down towards the floor. Let your knees be bent as much as they need to. Take your breath into the back of the hamstrings. Maybe shake your head yes and no a little bit. Inhale, sweep the arms up, coming into extended mountain. Palms shine towards each other. Again, remember you won't be able to see my hands as I reach up. And then bring the palms together. We're going to add a back bend here in palm tree pose. Lift your heart, take a back bend. Back to neutral, tuck your chin, drop your hands behind your head, opening up the triceps. Reach up again. Hands come together down to heart center. And we'll sit back into chair. Just sit back in chair. Look down, make sure you can see your big toes. Waves back to the hips. Make sure there's no pressure on your lower back. If there is, tuck your hips under. From here, we'll add a twist to chair. We're going to drop the left elbow to the right knee and shift our gaze to the wall. And then change sides. And stand all the way up. And then drop your hands down by your side for mountain pose. Active fingers here. So we want the fingers spread wide, energy radiates out through the palms of the hand. Feet are firmly planted into the mat. Lift all of your toes up, resting on the balls of your feet and your heels. And then spread your toes wide and bring them back down to the floor. Inhale, sweep the arms up again. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time wrap your arms behind your legs as you pull your chest into your thighs. And step back into plank. Just suspend yourself here in plank for a moment. And we'll move through our first little Vinyasa flow. It's a series of different asanas strung together. So it's Chaturanga into Cobra, into Child's Pose, and then we'll come back to Downward Facing Dog. So exhale, lower down into Chaturanga. Inhale, forward and through into Cobra. Big toes come together, knees go wide. Press back into Child. And pause here for a moment in Child. When you're ready, make your way back to Downward Facing Dog. Step your feet up in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Together. Down to heart center. And come back to mountain. From here, we're going to move into tree pose. We'll do a little bit of a standing balance here. We're just going to bring our right leg up. The right foot can either be simply resting on the floor with the heel above the ankle. It could be at the calf, or it can be all the way up into the thigh. We just don't want the foot at a joint. We don't want it on the knee directly or on the ankle. We'll start with our hands in prayer. Go ahead and start to grow your branches. Good. And release out of the pose when you're ready. Shake it off a little bit. We'll change to the other side. We're bringing the left foot where it needs to be for tree. That can simply be with the heel above the ankle. Again, at the calf or to the inside of the thigh. We'll start again with our hands in prayer. Soft gaze, use that drishti gaze. Find something that's not moving in front of the room. Oops. And then we'll start to grow our branches. And when you're ready, step out of the pose and come back to mountain. Clasping our hands behind us. The elbows can stay bent, or if you want, you can go ahead and extend the arms long. And we're going to fall forward as we raise our hands up towards the ceiling. So coming into a forward fold. And then release both hands to the floor, step back into plank. We're going to move through a different vinyasa. So we're going to drop our knees down to the ground. Elbows are going to stay into the body, shoulders back. Ashtanga Pranam, or 8-point pose. Drop the chest down to the floor, butt stays in the air. Inhale forward and through. Press your toenails into the mat, coming into upward facing dog. And then drop both knees together this time and press yourself back into child one, Vinyasa one. And if you want, bring your arms around, reaching for the soles of the feet with both hands. And just let the shoulders fall heavy here. When you're ready, come back to downward facing dog. And step your feet up in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Hands come together, down through heart center. We're going to step out and back with the left foot. We're going to be up on the left toes, bend the right knee, keeping the right knee stacked over the right ankle for high lunge, and then bring the arms up. Really press into that back foot. And pivot the back foot, aligning the right heel with the arch of the left foot. Bring the arms down and come into warrior two. Nice and strong through the front leg. Make sure you can see your big toe. If not, you just need to gently press your knee open. Gazes down the right fingertips. From here, we'll move into extended side angle. We're going to drop the right arm down on the right thigh, and then the left arm is going to come down and around and then up over the ear. So the shoulder gets set in the socket. We want some space there between the ear and the arm. And come back to warrior two. Bring the right arm under, left arm goes over. And we wrap the arms into eagle arms with warrior two legs. We pull the shoulders back and then we start to reach up towards the ceiling with our hands. And come back to warrior two. Turn the right palm up to face the ceiling. Wrap the left arm around the lower back. And sweep the right arm up and over for reverse warrior. And then slowly start to straighten your front leg as you reach with the right hand up towards the ceiling, shifting your gaze up to your right fingers. There's a small bend in the front knee. We're coming into peaceful warrior. And then bring the arms back to warrior two arms. Pull the left hip back, hinge forward at the right hip, and make your way into Trikonasana, or triangle pose. We're not trying to reach the floor, although if you can, that's wonderful. But we are trying to keep a nice straight line across the back of the shoulder blades. So you want to feel as if you're leaning against a wall. And come back to warrior two. Sweep the right hand back to meet the left. Interlace your fingers. Again, the elbows can stay bent here if you want, or straighten the arms. And fall forward into humble warrior. And release your hands to either side of your right foot. Pivot the left foot so that we're in runner's lunge. Again, we want that right knee to stay stacked over the right ankle. If it's ahead of the ankle, you need to pull it back, please. And then plant your left hand to the inside of your right foot and sweep the right fingertips up towards the ceiling for revolved lunge. Drop the right hand down to the mat. Lower the left knee so that you're just above the left kneecap. and make your way into crescent lunge or low lunge. Cartwheel both arms down to the floor. And walk yourself back, coming up on your right heel. We come into Ardha Hanumanasana, our half splits. Try not to hyperextend the knee. Try to remain with a small bend in the front knee. And then start to lower your chest down towards your thigh. Go ahead and step down with the right foot. Tuck your left toes. Pull your left knee up off the ground. And start to work your right foot to the left edge of the mat. And then go ahead and drop your right knee down as you extend the back leg long. Make your way to Pigeon Pose. So we start by sitting up nice and tall. If you want to, you can fall forward into Sleeping Swan. Totally up to you. Sleeping Swan would be like this. And then make your way back to downward facing dog. Walk out the back of the legs. And just lift your right leg up off the ground and just rotate the right ankle a little bit. Drop the right foot down to meet the left. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Hands come together down to heart center and step to the front of your mat. We're going to do that same series on the other side now. So take a step out and back with the right foot this time and make your way into high lunge. Take your time getting into the pose. Reach up with both arms, really pressing hard into that right heel. The left knee stacked over the left ankle. And pivot the back foot and make your way into Warrior Two. Here we'll move to extended side angle. So go ahead and drop your left arm down on your left thigh. And again, the right arm comes down and around and up and over the ear as you set the right shoulder back into its socket. And come back to Warrior Two. This time, left arm under, right arm over. Wrap the arms into eagle arms. Pull the shoulders back and then start to raise up towards the ceiling with both hands. Your gaze here can be towards the arms, or if you want, you can always turn your head like you would in Warrior Two. It's up to you. Whatever's most comfortable for you today. And release. Come back to Warrior Two. Wrap the right arm around the lower back. Turn the left palm up and sweep the left arm up and over for reverse warrior. And then slowly straighten the front leg as you reach up towards the ceiling with your left hand coming into peaceful warrior. So again, there's always a small bend in that front knee. We don't want the knee hyperextended, so bring it into a nice soft bend. Then come back to Warrior Two arms as we set up for triangle. Pull the right hip back, hinge forward at the left hip, and come into Trikonasana. And then come back to warrior two. Bring the arms together behind the back, interlacing the fingers, opening up the heart. Again, the elbows can stay bent, or you can extend your arms long and fall forward into humble warrior. Release your hands to either side of your left foot and pivot your right foot so you're in Anjaneyasana, or runner's lunge. Lay your right hand to the inside of your left foot and sweep the left fingertips up towards the ceiling for revolved lunge. And release, bringing the left hand down to the floor. Lower your back knee and make your way into crescent lunge. From here, we'll cartwheel the arms down to the mat and walk yourself back into half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. Again, coming up on that left heel, toes point up towards the ceiling. Start to lower your chest down towards your thighs. And then step down with the left foot. Tuck your right toes, bring your right knee up off the ground, and start to work your left foot across the mat. We wake our way to Pigeon Pose. And go ahead and just lower the left knee down, extending the right leg long. And you can stay here if you want, or you can come all the way down into sleeping swan. Few more breaths here. You won't hold it very long. Make your way back to downward. Lifting the left leg up off the ground. A version of three-legged dog. Rotate your left ankle. And then bring the foot back down. Drop both knees. And sit back on your heels. Coming into Thunderbolt pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Taking the right wrist in the left hand, pull the right side of the body open. Back to center. Take the left wrist in the right hand, pull the left side of the body open. Release. And sweep the air away. Let's come on our backs. Sorry, just want to lower the screen down a little bit. All the way down. We're going to go into bridge pose. So lay down, keeping the knees bent, legs run parallel to each other. Pressing your hands firmly into the floor beside you. Using the thigh muscles, feet firmly planted into the ground, muscles in the lower back, engage the core, and press yourself up into bridge. Lifting the hips up off the ground. Go ahead and extend the right leg up towards the ceiling for one-legged bridge. And cross the right leg all the way over the left and lower the hips back down to the floor. Moving the hips 1 inch to the left. Look down your left shoulder and drop both knees to the right for supine twist. Bring the knees back to center and guide your right ankle just below your left knee. Reach for the back of your left thigh and pull the left thigh in towards the chest, keeping both feet flexed. Or thread the needle. Go ahead and release. Dropping the left foot down to the floor, uncross your legs, bring your hips back to the center of the mat. Turning the palms down one more time, pressing them into the floor. We're going to come back into bridge pose. So inhale, lift the hips back up again. And then extend the left leg up towards the ceiling for one-legged bridge. Cross the left leg all the way over the right. Drop your hips down to the floor. Pick your hips up, move them 1 inch to the right. Look down your right shoulder and drop both knees to the left. Come back. Reposition your hips to the middle of the mat and guide your right ankle just below your left knee. Reach for the back of the right thigh this time and pull the right thigh in towards the chest. Thread the needle. Go ahead and drop the right foot down. Uncross your legs. This time bring both knees in, hug them in tight, rocking back and forth on the spine. And then extend both legs long as you stretch your arms overhead, keeping the fingers interlaced. Stretch yourself as long as you can. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale out with an ah. And release your arms down to your sides and come into Shavasana. And let all the muscles in the body start to relax. Toes are turned out slightly. Feet are. Back body rests on the earth. Front body is lifted to the sky. Shoulders and jaw are soft. Mind is quiet. Moves to a place. Restful, rejuvenating, releasing. A place of quiet. Reflection. Quiet meditation. Small movements with hand and feet. Guiding yourself back to this moment in time in your yoga practice. When you're ready, slowly roll over to one side and just pause for a moment here. And at your own pace, make your way to a comfortable seat. Gather your hands at heart center. Slight bow of the head. Close your eyes again. We pause for a moment here together in gratitude. Thank yourself for your yoga practice, for taking time out of your day to nurture your mind, your body, and your soul. Thank you for joining me today for this yoga class. Spirit and the light and the divine energy in me, honors and vows, spirit and the light and the divine energy in each of you. Namaste. Thanks for joining me on the mat today, everybody. Have a lovely day.